Hello, guys, and welcome back to Hatchspot Economics. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe, like and subscribe. So, I had to give this comment. I don't want to do it, but I had to give this comment. Kanye, to be honest with you, I don't even blame Kanye. You might be saying, Kanye, what are you saying? When he said 400 years of slavery was a choice, 400 years, when he was having that talk with TMZ, why are you guys surprised? The Republican Party has been dropping hints under Trump in other previous administrations. They don't really care about social issues. Like, I don't care what happened 100 years ago, 400 years ago. Right now, social issues, according to black women or black men, are not a big deal in the Republican Party. It does not matter at all. So, unfortunately, I don't think what Kanye West is saying is shocking. I just don't. I think that Kanye is a product of the Republican Party. I think there should be nothing else left for him to say but slavery wasn't a choice. As you can see, Adidas didn't drop him. As you can see, there are no conservatives, coming up saying, "Oh my gosh, it's horrible." And he wasn't saying it in a mental way. His exact words were 400 years. 400 years? That sounds like a choice. Saying that, how could you stay in something so long? I don't even want to get into that part because it's obvious he doesn't know American history. There were many slave revolts. He obviously doesn't know about Black Wall Street. He doesn't know. But what the words were, those words, they came from the Republican Party. This is an accumulation, just like Trump. Trump is an accumulation of all the race baiting, I hate Obama crap, and he is a product of that environment. That's why he's successful. There's a reason why he's still there. But when I see people like this girl right here, Red Pill Black, who is the biggest hypocrite in the world because she says racism doesn't exist, which is crazy to me because black women are dying in childbirth. Black women are not getting proper health care. Black women are being misdiagnosed. Black women are going into surgery with cameras in their braids to capture doctors talking crap about them and mistreating them. Black women have so many social issues, and not just from the own community. We're talking about black women who are getting education, getting jobs, and they're still not getting the proper wages. This is real. This is not a joke. And for her to be a black woman, and right now, one of the big issues that I advocate for passionately, and no one's going to stop me because this is what's real, is black women dying severely and disproportionately in childbirth, and black women having really bad mental health options. And for her to be a black woman and not care that black women are dying in childbirth, it's all over the place. Even Serena was a victim of this. If you watch one of my old videos, she had to like literally get out of the bed and tell doctors how to treat her. And she's one of the world's richest athletes. So you can only imagine a regular person like me or you. And not only that, you're going to say racism doesn't exist. Did we just not see a black woman get sexually assaulted on camera? Do we only care when it's drama just to get hits and clicks? Do we really give a shit about black women? I'm starting to wonder. I don't think we do. I saw more attention to Stephen Clark because he hate black women with the stupid Xbox thing. Who the hell cares what that gremlin fed after dark says? I'm talking about policy and procedure. And they use that same aggressive policy to strip this black woman naked, and she was all exposed, and they were going to break her arm and taser her. This was on camera in the Waffle House. And another black woman, again, was trying to go to the Waffle House. Well, I don't know why, trying to go to the eat, and they locked her out. And she actually left the premises when another large white male came to the door aggressively and told her with some curse words to get the F out of here. So how could you be a black woman and see this and not say anything? And then we have Stacy Dash. She's just like Stacy Dash. Stacy Dash, who is saying you don't need this, that black, and she actually is kept alive in Hollywood in B-list, C-list movies because of the black audience. Listen, what's fair is fair. Stacy Dash is in every cover of King magazine, all the black magazine outlets. If you want to be taken seriously, you gotta be fair. You can't go out and misconstrue stuff because people will lose respect for our point of view. And the fact is, Stacy Dash is just like Red Pill Black. They're both opportunists. But one of the crazy things about Red Pill Black, who claims there's no racism, she actually sued her school when she was 18 and got $37,000 because she said that the racism made her so sick that she wasn't eating. She got anorexic. I'm going to put all these links as normal, all the stuff that you can read for yourself, all the facts in the description box. And this is why I do this, because if you are able to sue your school and say that you were plagued with racist calls and racist threats and it had an effect on your mental health, that you actually went ahead and you sued the school, for you to sit there and you won, you got a settlement, and for you to sit there and look in the TV screen and tell other Black women who may be going through the same thing, that's not right. And this is very serious here, because she said her mental health was affected. She said she was so plagued with racism that she could not eat. It bothered her that she couldn't sleep. So you know that's a victim of abuse. If somebody's a victim of rape, or somebody's a victim of a pedophile, if somebody's a victim of a murder, we don't make that victim feel bad. We don't traumatize that victim on top of that. And this is a problem with Black women. You know what it felt like to go through that. You know what it felt like to experience that. And just like Stacy Dash being a hypocrite, you're crushing something that if it wasn't for it, you wouldn't exist. I mean, I have to be fair. Stacy Dash will never be a A-list star. She will never be able to stand alone. Every single show, besides, I think, Clueless, she has been in Black-dominated films. But she turns around and says, there's no need for BET. Yet she's on BET. She turns around and says, there's no need for Black Gen Raw. Yet if it wasn't for Black Gen Raw, she wouldn't have a career. She doesn't want to address any discrimination or racism in Hollywood as a Black woman, which is outrageous, because we all know that Black women face the most challenging discrimination in Hollywood. And I'm not saying all the problems are attributed to race and discrimination, but guys, Stacey Dash is a gorgeous actress, and she's never been in a big movie. You can't count Clueless, it wasn't her movie. She never will be, because of the color of her skin. She's gorgeous, she's attractive, and she looks amazing for her age. But yet, when you deny things, it doesn't mean you're a free thinker. It doesn't mean you're bold. It just means that you don't want to accept facts. And the facts are that racism exists and is hurting Black women. We just saw a Black woman get dragged in the Waffle House, and the cops are all over her bare bosom. And you guys don't say anything about that. We saw a Black woman get locked out of the Waffle House because she was Black. And nothing happens with that. And then I just saw today Black women getting harassed because they use an Airbnb. And the police officers pretend not to know what an Airbnb was and held them there. Police cars were coming for them and helicopters. And you know why? Because the lady across the street, who happened to be white, said when she looked at them, they didn't wave. They need to start making laws to arrest people that falsely accuse the police. Or falsely accuse, people on the street that make false calls. Perhaps that'll clean it up. Because that could have ended very badly. They were in a white neighborhood, staying at an Airbnb, even after they called the landlord, even after they showed a receipt for the Airbnb, even after they told the officers, here, look, her checking. They still kept them for over 45 minutes and offered no apology. So it's not about being a free thinker or having an opinion. I can never say things about the Holocaust. I can never say the Holocaust, 6 million people, 6 million Jews? Oh, shoot, that must be a choice. The Holocaust is a serious thing, just like 400 years of slavery was. No matter what your opinion about the Black community is now, no matter what you think, it's not okay, because it takes away victims coming forward. And there are Black women I speak to every single day who have anxiety, who are stressed out, who are depressed. And I care about them. I truly, sincerely, and passionately care about them, but they can't get the help they need if we deny there's anything wrong. There's no difference between denying a trauma of domestic abuse and rape and denying the trauma of racism. There are government studies that are showing that compacted with all the other issues that she has to go through as a Black woman and just being a woman, the racism is having a toll on her mental health. You got the passive aggression, you got the microaggression. This is not my opinion. These are all things you can look up on your own through the EEOC. And the thing I'm more passionate about is advocating for women's health because I was a victim of medical neglect. I was a victim of medical mal whatever, because they didn't want to take care of me. I'm a Black woman. And I went to the best hospitals, had the best insurance, and the best doctors, and it did not matter what I did or where I went. They saw the skin color first. And unfortunately, like what happened to our beautiful Serena Williams, when she gave birth to her gorgeous daughter, she said it in her own words. Is Serena a liar? Imagine if we would have lost Serena giving birth to, we would have been crushed. We love Serena. I love Serena. I love her to death. I look up to her. She's one of my inspirations. I so admire her. But imagine she would have died because of neglect. And she's rich. And she got a white husband. It doesn't matter if discrimination is the problem. So when we get Black women, especially Black women like Stacy Dash or Red Pill Black, whatever her name is, especially Red Pill Black, who actually filed a lawsuit for discrimination and won, where she expressed the mental anguish, where she expressed how it felt to have racism at her, for her to act like she doesn't remember or make excuses and deny racism even exists, that is horrible. Just because you acknowledge racism doesn't mean that you don't hold yourself accountable for anything else. There's a reason why there's an EEOC. There's a reason why you have human resources. There's a reason why there's discrimination laws to protect you. And not just for race. They have it for age and complexion and color and nationality and sexual orientation and religion. They have it for language. They have it for so many things. Veterans. It's not a joke for any woman, especially a Black woman, to play around with. Not when so many Black women are dying. We're dying so much in childbirth that right now we have the highest mortality rate in the world for any G7 nation. I think our birth rate for mortality is on par with some African nations. It's really bad. I'm working with doctors. I'm talking to Dr. Estelle. I hope she hears this video. What up, doctor? And this is what's real. This is why I come to YouTube, to make a change, to bring awareness, to raise money. This can be your daughter, your mother, your sister, your best friend in the hospital giving birth. And because of the color of her skin, it doesn't matter about economics or social economics. We did the review. I looked at the papers. I looked at the research. It doesn't matter about the actual money. That's why this is on the economics page, because I thought the social economics would affect how the women are treated. But it wasn't. It didn't equate. It showed that a white woman with a high school degree or high school diploma would get the same treatment as a Black woman with a bachelor's. So it's not about that. It's not about blaming people for everything either. It's about the facts, sticking to the facts, and truly bringing awareness and bringing change and looking to see what the issues are so we can form solutions. But you can't form solutions. You can't be proactive. And you can't solve situations if you deny their very existence. Just like Stacy Dash, just like Red Pill Black, who I know as beautiful, talented Black women, I know for a fact they know there's issues in Hollywood. They know that. So I hope by some way or somehow they make a comeback and they remember Black women, because they are Black women. We know what we go through. We know what we deal with. We know what we have to deal. And I just think sometimes we forget who we are. We truly forget what it is to be Black on a platform like Hollywood or a platform like the news media. So I'm hoping for a change. Thank you guys for listening. And that's it. Bye.